know, just climbing this rope right here. And if there's a man upstairs, he kept bringing me rain. But I've been sending up prayers and something's changed. I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. All my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now.
Hey, technical difficulties are to be expected on the first show, but we're going to power through it.
No, I don't know what's going on here, but like I'm sitting over here watching TV, minding my own business, and I'm just listening to you guys. And then all of a sudden it's like there's nothing. I turn around and the phone is hung up. It's like, come on already. I don't know
mine did too.
I told you.
But anyway,
just
Buffalo Giants game. I think Buffalo takes it, man. I think they're going to edge out 19-16. It's not going to be a pretty one, but I think Buffalo's defense kind of takes it, man. Buffalo's defense, I think, is going to put some pressure on Eli. Barkley might have himself a good day, but I don't think that's enough to get over the hump.
Yeah, I'm in agreement there. I think Buffalo wins. I think that when you're talking about, third and fourth string receivers, like Cody Latimer might not even play, and he's a third string guy. So every time I saw the guy Russell Shepard versus Tre'Davious Wright out there for Buffalo, no, I'm not taking my chances on any Giants receivers today.
Trey White all day long.
Yeah. Evan Ingram's going to have a big day, and Barkley could get loose, but, like you said, Buffalo has a pretty solid defense. So you're starting Ingram, you're definitely starting Barkley, but you're not looking forward to either of them, with the focus being on both of them the entire game. Moving on to the next game, this might be the most interesting fantasy game this week, but it's actually like the least interesting real game to me. You got the 49ers traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals.
Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's some cool names. You got Zach Taylor's new offense, and you got Kyle Shanahan's, bootleg, wing it and zing it type of thing. But
came from the same tree, though.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everyone who's touched Sean McVay is a head coach now, and that's just the way it is. But on the Niners side of the ball, injury-wise, you have Tevin Coleman out.
Okay, wait a second. I'm sick of that narrative, Dylan. That's such a fallacy. The real fallacy is that this is a Sean McVay thing. You know what the reality here is? Is that all of these so-called Sean McVay coaching tree is Mike Shanahan's coaching tree. Can we give the originator of all this so-called young genius the actual credit just because people want this modern era crap to be so realistic? Because he's what, like 67, 70-some years old, so God forbid we give the actual creator of all these young guys' offenses the actual... So I'm so sick of that narrative. Mike Shanahan and his offense is what they're all running right now, guys. Can we stop with this? It's a McVay crap. He's put some extra bells and whistles that actually Kyle really kind of started, because these guys also worked under Kyle Shanahan, basically, because he was the guy that was above them under Mike. These guys were tight ends and quarterback coach and quality control freaking coaches. It was so, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm sick of that narrative. Give Mike Shanahan his damn credit. This is his offense. He did this, and they put some extra freaking lipstick on it, and everybody wants to give him all due credit. It's ridiculous. He deserves his damn credit.
You need a hug.
Yes, I do. It's ridiculous. It's sad. He's a freaking genius.
Someone paid the Cheerios. Someone check this man's cereal bowl.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, you're talking about giving credit to Shanahan, and you're talking about, Dak Prescott not deserving this contract. I mean, that's just the way it works today. Like, the next guy up gets the biggest contract, and the most recent successful coach gets the most credit. I mean, that's just recency bias at its finest, and it plays out in the NFL like that.
that doesn't mean that I can't rant.
Sadly.
I have a microphone.
Hey, you say that for Tuesday. And you sure that. No, don't do that. Don't give him that power.
But yeah, going back to the Niners when their injuries, Coleman's out, so
a ton.
Matt Breida is projected to be the starter, but if you've played Matt Breida before, you know that he gets banged up plenty. So Raheem Mostert is popular pickup on the waiver wire this week. Those two are going to split probably the same way you would see Coleman and Breida. The wide receivers with Hurd and Trent Taylor still out. You got Dante Pettis. You got Marquise.
He only had 4 targets last week.
Who's this?
Dante Pettis.
Oh yeah, I thought he only played.
Shanahan's Shanahan's like sending him a message like step it up, and he's not.
For sure, it's not looking good, and that's why I told you earlier on. I loved your Marquise Goodwin pick because I think he's really the guy in San Fran. But even Goodwin didn't get a whole lot of looks. I mean, clearly it's Kittle. I mean, people were skeptical about was it Mullen targeting Kittle? Does Garoppolo have the same chemistry? Well, certainly he does. Kittle's off to a pretty good start, and I would be more than happy playing him in this matchup. Still on the Niners side of the ball, you have Nick Bosa and Jimmy Ward as questionable, so that might open things up for Andy Dalton and the boys as they try to get things going. Maybe give him a little more time to find John Ross downfield. Obviously, A.J. Green's still out. Cordy Glenn is out, and
when is A.J. Green projected back?
I thought the earliest was week 3, so I guess we'll find out after this week how he's doing, if he's still in the walking boot and all that. But, you're certainly playing Tyler Boyd with confidence. You're rolling John Ross out there, hoping for the same type of week he had last week, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't mean to interrupt here, but I don't know how many games you got left, but you guys got 7 minutes of rolling time left before your hour's up, and I have to cut your ass off and get ready for church Sunday.
No, that's perfect. We'll just filter it down to the real important stuff. With Mixon being questionable, you can certainly play Gio Bernard as a flex today, and even if Mixon plays, Gio Bernard's going to be out there enough to get you points.
What did you just say? Did you just say Giovanni Bernard?
I did.
I have him. I should play him today?
Hey, stick him in your lineup, because with Mixon being banged up, it only takes, like you said earlier, one play.
What about Deshaun Jackson?
You can play Bernard or Deshaun?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Deshaun's going against a crappy Atlanta secondary.
Well, I was thinking about starting Deshaun and Tyrell Williams, and then I was playing MVS at my flex, but now you're telling me I should play Giovanni Bernard, huh?
Yeah, I would take MVS out and put Bernard in there.
Okay. Continue, sorry.
No problem. So
it's not like we don't have 7 minutes left.
I know. I like Cincy winning this one at home. How about you?
I'm giving it to San Fran. They gutted out a tough win last week. Cincy got on the wrong end of the game last week, and I think it happens again this week. I think San Fran. I think Jimmy G starts to get a little bit in flow. I think the defense wakes up a little bit because they got too talented a defense to not do well. I think they win by a touchdown.
All right. Next up on the slate, we have the LA Chargers visiting the Detroit Lions.
Update on the injury for that. Taylor Decker just got told he was out.
Ooh, okay. So there you go. Matt Stafford might not have as much time as he was hoping to have with
Melvin Ingram and Bosa.
Yep.
Jesus.
Henry is out. And last I knew, Denzel Perryman and Jatavis Brown, the linebackers for the Chargers, were questionable, and Mike Williams was questionable. He might even be out at this point. So you're not playing. If you have an alternative to Phillip Rivers, I wouldn't put Rivers in today against Darius Slay and the boys. You can play Stafford, but not with confidence. I actually really like Hawkinson today with those linebackers banged up. I really like Galladay after T.Y. Hilton was able to score 2 touchdowns on the Chargers. So you're playing Galladay, you're playing Kerryon Johnson, you're playing Hawkinson with confidence. Otherwise, good luck with Amendola and Marvin Jones.
Hey, all I'm saying, Kyler Murray, to fourth quarter, put up 18 unanswered points. If Kyler Murray can do it, Phillip Rivers will have a field day. Sorry.
No, that's true. I mean, Phillip Rivers could absolutely prove me wrong. I would just be looking for someone else this week.
They still have weapons there, and that's the thing. I mean, they still have weapons on L.A. I still think they're overall talented enough over Detroit. And Detroit, well, as Detroit, they ended up going to a tie and giving up an 18-point lead to a rookie head coach and a rookie QB.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I cannot pick Detroit to win this game at home. I'm picking the Chargers, and my player of the game, and this one is going to be Mr. Austin Eckler. He's in for a huge We have the Vikings traveling to Green Bay. Injuries, Mackenzie Alexander and Oren Burks are both out. Questionable, David Bakhtiari. Do you know anything more about Bakhtiari?
Yep, he's playing. They said this morning he's planning to play.
Okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better. You're starting Aaron Rodgers. You're starting Aaron
The
Jones.
third, fourth, and fifth string corners are out for the Vikings today. And like I said, I think the lower...
Well, quick question. Do I start Rodgers over Mahomes?
Mahomes is facing Oakland's defense. No, play Mahomes.
You're playing Mahomes. But I'm hoping for a much bigger week out of Devontae Adams. I think he'll be just fine. I think Aaron Rodgers knows that he had a bad game last week, and he's going to intentionally hyper-target Adams this week.
4 straight games of a touchdown against Rhodes. Yeah, I have Green Bay winning by more than 8 points. I think they win something like 20, 21, 13.
Okay, quick. I'll give you extra time because I keep interrupting, by the way. But this is important. Because I have my matchup has Devontae Adams, is it smart then to play Rodgers so that every time Adams scores, Rodgers scores, and it helps me keep up so that I don't end up losing that matchup?
But see, that's the thing. They might do a decoy with Adams and force a safety over the top because they know he's had success against Rhodes.
This
that
is a strategy
they might use
question I want the expert to answer. Please, sorry.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, but I'll shut up.
There's probably a lot of people out there that think about this, and I want to know if it's a viable strategy, Dillon, for people, or if it's just a dumb thing people think that's smart.
Well, I don't think that many people have Aaron Rodgers as their backup quarterback, and they don't have that luxury. So your primary quarterback's matchup is already so good. I wouldn't try to play games and tricks like that, but it's tricky. I like the way you think there, and I like the level of malice that you show toward your opponent. It's nice.
Did you just call me that? I said wow, that's funny.
It makes me really wonder what kind of tricks you used to play back in your MMA days.
Oh, I was the guy that would just all of a sudden out of nowhere come with a spinning back fist followed by a jumping roundhouse kick, and then.
Did you bite some ears, Mike Tyson? Is that what you did?
I never was
dirty. Threw a little sand in their eye.
I didn't need to be dirty because I could just pull crap out of nowhere. I have a bendy body.
He's bendy.
Chippendales will like that.
All right. Actually. I don't love Kirk Cousins, but I still like Theon. I still like Diggs, and I definitely like.
He might throw more than 10 times today. We don't know.
He may, and I think he will have to keep up.
The secondary for the Packers was reported fully healthy too. They have their full array of DBs against Cousins today, and I think they match up well.
Nice. We have Jacksonville going to Houston. Out for Jacksonville, cornerback A.J. Bouye, wide receiver Marquise Lee, and defensive end Yannick Ngakoue. So to me, you've got Bouye out. That means Ramsey is still going to be on Hopkins. However, that does give a guy like Will Fuller and Kenny Stills better matchups over there on that side of the ball. Well, you're definitely playing Deshaun. You're definitely playing Duke Johnson. I would play Carlos Hyde, but you're not expecting a big day. Hopkins is automatic start. Don't even touch Houston's tight end. On Jacksonville's side of the ball, wow. Hodgepodge of receivers that